Alexa, let's play a game.
Get a high score for me, Daddy.
Will do. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel where I talk and do everything pinball. So if that sounds interesting to you, then hit that subscribe button down below. God dang, Turtles still hasn't booted up. There. Man, I miss the good old days when machines would just boot up in mere seconds. Now you gotta wait forever for a game to boot up. Anyways, so Spooky Pinball has dropped an image of the underside of their next game. I'm going to try to make this a very quick video because there's no sense in like sulking and going through this with a fine-tooth comb, because we're going to be seeing what this game is, and I'd say definitely within the next month. If we go by the same motif they did with their Rick and Morty, they did this as well, showing us the underside of the playfield, and it wasn't too long after that where they revealed the game. And we've got some interesting stuff to go through. I figure we're going to start from the top of the playfield, which essentially is where the trough is located when it comes to this picture. So starting with your trough area, it looks like it's going to be a standard trough. Nothing special about it, at least from this image. You're also going to have the capability of an auto ball launcher in your shooter lane. Looks like standard flippers, and it looks like your slingshots are going to be slingshots and not pop bumpers. Something to note, which is going to stand out to everyone, and if anybody knows anything about servo motors, then this should give you a little bit of a scare, and that is the fact that what looks to be on their in lanes are servo motors. And I'm going to assume these are going to be elevators that elevates the ball back into the in lane. There's going to be some speculation, and by all means, guys, anything that I'm not sure about, I will try my damnedest to make sure I specify that. It looks like on their Facebook that they have posted that they are aware that there has been worrisome and issues in the past when it comes to these, but evidently they've done their research, and these are definitely a lot better than their predecessors. Now let's start with the left subway, which goes to your left in lane when it comes to this. Something interesting, and that is the fact that we've got a set of opto sensors that lead to this servo elevator. Now the thing is, when you have 1, 2, what I can only see 3, possibly 4 being over the actual elevator itself, you've got what looks to be a multi-ball holder right here. When you've got that many troughs or that many optos in a row like that, then this is essentially going to be a trough. There would be no other reason to have that many optos in a row like that. No other reason other than the fact that this is going to be holding an X amount of pinballs, 3, possibly even 4. The subway leads further up the playfield to what looks to be drop-down holes from above, and each one has an opto behind it, or in front of it, however you want to look at it. So that way, if the machine's going to know which hole was hit by hitting these optos that go across the playfield subway. You have a target here, a target here, a target here, here, and more than likely here. Can't see it fully, but chances are that's going to be a target as well. Going up further the playfield, we have this solenoid that does, I don't know. This is a solenoid where I'm like, I can't really tell for sure what this is going to do. I feel like this is something that's going to be, I'm willing to bet that this is a ramp entrance right here. And that ramp entrance, probably this might be a diverter, maybe. That's what that coil is going to be. But then you have your rollover switch right here. And that is essentially that side of the playfield. When it comes to the center of the playfield, you've got what looks to be maybe the Denisi lock again in their game, maybe. But this looks like it's going to be a drop target area right here. I question how it's powered. Aside from the coil's got power going to it. I don't know what's powering this board. I'm guessing during this image they don't have it connected, but that looks like they're missing a connection to said drop target controller. The rest of what's in the middle of the playfield looks to be just your regular insert lights. Going up the right side of the playfield, you have your servo motor elevator, then your subway. Now your subway doesn't have what your other one did when it comes to the amount of trough sensors. I say trough sensors, I'm sorry, opto sensors that are like a trough. But if you follow the subway all the way up, there are 2 pairs of optos, meaning that there's more than likely going to be 2 different ways to enter into this subway system. Now, on the furthest right of the machine, you have what looks to be another drop target. Now, this drop target is going to be able to be released down by the machine whenever it calls for it. And you know that's going to happen by this relay located right here. This relay, when activated, will cause this drop target to release down into the playfield, allowing you what looks to be to go through and hit a stand-up target. But there may be more to this, or it's kind of hard to see everything right here, guys, so bear with me. I'm just kind of going with what I can see, and by all means, I know there's going to be more of you out there that are going to dissect this and even probably map it out. It'll be on Pinside. That's fine. If you want to go through all that effort to do that, go right ahead. But it looks like we're going to have another lane, maybe even a ramp that leads up to, well, it can't be a ramp that leads to this. This is underneath the playfield. This is on the bottom level because it's got a sensor right here, a rollover switch. So a lane that looks like it's going to come around maybe all the way around, or it could ramp up to the upper playfield. I don't know. That's a tricky one to really dissect by just these images, is what's going on when it comes to the upper and lower decks, because this looks like it's still able to see an upper deck right here, and if it goes further over this direction, I don't know. But this is all the upper playfield, which consists of 1 flipper, then another drop-down target with the relay to allow the target to be dropped whenever the CPU calls for it. Then you have 2 more solenoids right here. Now, what those are going to control, it's difficult to tell from this angle. This bracket system is a little weird. That's a little different right there. I mean, this looks like it might be another target, but it's got this L bracket right here, which makes me wonder what sort of mech it's activating and hitting whenever it does work. That's interesting. I don't think this is going to be activating any kind of drop target. This is going to activate a target, and this is going to activate something else. So that's interesting. I'm definitely curious to see what this game looks like, this underside of the playfield. I really like these little teases right here. It kind of makes me kind of get a visual and an idea of what they are doing in this game, and it definitely looks like it's going to be interesting. I cannot wait to see what the other side looks like. Like I said, this is going to be a quick video. There's no sense in going into too much detail on this because we're going to see the game pretty soon. This is mainly just to get everybody talking and get everybody speculating on what they believe this machine's going to have going in it. I'm pretty darn sure I missed something in this, so the image is on Spooky Pinball's Facebook page. Feel free to peruse it yourself and figure out what it is that you think this machine is going to be doing. Are you excited to see what Spooky's next game is going to be? And what theme do you think it's going to be? Let me know in the comments section down below. Give me the thumbs up, it really helps out the channel, and if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ding my dong, that way you can be notified of whenever I upload something for your viewing pleasure. And until next time, guys, peace out.